Hello everybody! Hello! How is it going, guys? Welcome to the semifinals of the Dragon Masters chess tournament. How's it going, guys? Are you guys excited? As excited as I am, because I really am excited. This is the semifinals. The tournament is organized by Dave J974. Shout out to Dave. Thank you so much for organizing this tournament, putting up such a great field of streamers together. And yeah, today we have the semifinals. We have two amazing matches planned. In a few minutes, we will have Stepharina taking on against Nukella, and after that, we will have Crescentine playing against Nikachu. Okay, now we can get started. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, the match has started. Let's have a look. Once again, guys, the time control is 10 plus 5. 10 minutes plus 5 seconds of increment. Last time, indeed, we saw that Stepharina was struggling with the time, but she was playing really well. She was playing really well. Oh, we see the London. Oh, h5. That's quite a surprising move. Okay. Okay. So this is the London, guys. d4, bishop f4, and in the London you have like this basic setup of knight f3, e3, c3, knight bd2, and you're just developing your pieces, and you have this really solid setup, and there's not much you can do wrong there, which is why people really like to play the London. There's not much you can do wrong. I mean, whenever I play it, it always goes wrong, but that's me because I'm not familiar with this. Oh, Nukella has a coach and he taught her the London. That's so cool. h3, okay. h3 is I think it's a really good move because the bishop might get in trouble after playing e3. So you're creating this square on h2 so the bishop can at least hide there, you know? And especially since the pawn is advanced to h5 already. Like imagine e3 and you're forced to play bishop g3 at some point, then h4 might be really annoying. So h3, creating this square on h2 for the bishop is really good. e3, okay, so far so good. h3 is always a really useful move. It can be both for the, like an escape square for the bishop, you know, creating the square for the bishop, or you can, like, for example, if you castle at some point, you always have h2 square for the king available, you know, to prevent back rank checkmates and stuff. c3, there we go, really nice setup. Perfect. This is perfect for Nukella. Stepharina, I would say her pieces are well developed. It's all good. h5 is an unusual move, but I wouldn't say it's super bad or something. It's perfectly fine. It prevents moves like g4. It is weakening the square g5, but I don't see how white could make use of that very easily, you know? I don't see how. Bishop f5, bishop d3, offering the trade of the bishops. Interesting. e6, okay. It's getting a little bit scary for the bishop over here, but as long as you can like trade off the bishops, it should be fine. Oh no! The queen was defending the bishop, but Nukella played knight bd2, and now the bishop is for free. It's hanging right there. It's not defended anymore by the queen. Will Stepharina realize that the bishop is simply for free? Will she realize this? Ooh, this is so tricky. Whenever I play against d4, I get these type of positions where I play bishop d6 and knight bd7, and these kind of things are so scary. She sees it. Stepharina takes on d3, and she is up a piece already. Wow. And not just a piece. Look how uncomfortable this king is right here. She can't castle anymore. This bishop is cutting off the king right here, which does not allow white to castle anymore. She can castle this side, but it's a little bit hard to see how she can easily develop her queen. I guess there's queen b3 or queen a4, but it's gonna be an awkward castle, honestly. It's gonna be a little bit awkward, but it's the best she can do here. Or she can remove the knight. For example, play knight b3 to kick out the bishop out of there. If you want to make arrows, you do right mouse click and you drag. Drag. If you want to, you can also make, I think you can make different colors. Oh, I think on an analysis board, you can have different colors by using the control button or shift or alt or some mixture with that. Then you get like blue, green, and so on, and orange. You have orange, and you have one more, red. Really cool. Queen b3. Okay, nice move. She's putting pressure on that pawn on b7 and perhaps preparing the castle. Will Stepharina be able to convert this to a win? She's a piece up, but it's nowhere near over. There's so many pieces on the board, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Stepharina's taking her time. Rook b8. She's defending the pawn really good. Really good. What she now needs to do is to try to trade off as many pieces as possible because she's up material. And if you're up material, you want to trade off pieces so you simplify the position and it's easier to win that way. Especially in such position, like all the pieces, like all those pieces are developed. It's not like you have an immediate checkmate or immediate win, you know. You really have to trade off pieces and it will be easier to win the game that way. Knight e5, offering the trade. Usually knight e5 is a great move, but trading off is better for Stepharina, so I would suggest for Stepharina to take there, for sure. You're obviously not forced to take, but if you can trade pieces off like that without losing material, you know, then you should go for it. Is this move stronger after queen a4 to pin the knight? Yes. Yeah, because if you put your queen on a4, then the knight will be attacked twice. And you will be able to capture on c6. Unless they defend, of course. But it's going to be really difficult to defend there. You have to move b5 or something, but that's going to be really complicated. But knight b4 has been played. Oh, wait, what is happening? Knight b4, the knight is hanging, but for some reason, Nukella plays knight e to c4, which is also hanging a knight. Ooh. That is really interesting. Knight c2, checks, he spots the fork. There's a fork here on the rook and the king. The king has to move. Wow, this is madness. And actually, if the king moves, so this is actually the only move, or you take the knight with the queen, but then you lose the queen. So after king d1, you can actually take on c4 first, attack the queen, and then you take the rook. Oh my goodness. Okay, she takes the rook. That's fair. That's totally fair. You're also attacking the queen this way. So, oh my goodness, what is happening? Both knights were hanging. That was crazy. That's crazy. Both knights are hanging. That was cute, though. That was cute. Queen a4 check. The problem with this check is if Stepharina spots b5, then you're still gonna lose the knight over here. b5 is a really, really good move here. Will Stepharina find this move? That would be amazing. Dragon Gambit is hanging knight. Perhaps, yeah. So you had the Sicilian dragon opening with the bishop on g7. I think the bishop on g7 is really typical of the dragon. But yeah, the dragon gambit at knight, hanging knight. I think that would be classical, yeah. Very classic. The rook was like, what face? c6. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. The only problem with this move is that it opens up the bishop towards the rook. So the rook is hanging right now. But at the same time, this knight is also hanging. It's getting a little bit messy over here. Also, we have to keep in mind there's a check right here, and not just a check. It's not just a check. You're winning the queen this way. You're winning the queen that way. Knight e5. It's inviting the bishop to move. So will Stepharina spot bishop c2? That would be epic. That would be epic. Bishop c2, she spots it right there. Bishop c2, checking the king and attacking the queen. And there's nothing that Nukella can do. Best she can do is take, but then she loses the queen. She got 2 pieces for the queen, but as you can see, she's down a lot of material already, and it will be very, very difficult to recover from this. Wow. Stepharina is playing super, super well. What in the chest? That's the first time I'm seeing what in the chest. I love it. What in the chest? Steph is stepping up. Hell yeah. Bishop d6 just developing. Yeah. There's not much that Nukella can do. I'm trying to find some tricks, you know. I think she could try knight of 3, knight g5, putting pressure on that pawn on f7. But it's gonna be really difficult. Like, all Stepharina needs to do is trade off pieces, just castle. Everything will be fine there. Stepharina and Nukella are 2 amazing streamers. You should check them out. They are also streaming right now, so if you want to watch from their perspective, go to their channels, Exclam Players, and there you see all the players of the tournament. Check them out. They're amazing people, and I think they would really, really appreciate your presence in the chat. Okay, knight d3, knight e4. Great stuff. Stepharina offering trades left and right. Bishop takes d6. Queen takes d6. Okay. So last time, Stepharina, I think Stepharina was the one that was struggling with time. She was playing really, really well, but she was struggling with time. And I think she improved a lot on that. I think she improved a lot. She's doing her moves much faster. She has 5 minutes on the clock, and in this position, something must go really, really wrong if like, she's getting into time trouble. Something must go really wrong. I highly doubt it's gonna happen. Knight b4. So the problem is that this knight is actually trapped. So a5 would have won the knight because it's trapped already. c5, totally fine. You're just it's like an attempt to attack the knight, but the pawn was looking right there. So you're not winning the knight, but you're definitely trading some pawns, and it's definitely fine. Oh wait, we missed the move. I was already confused. We missed the move. I'm not sure why I didn't go to the next move. Okay, queen takes c5, rook d1. Okay. So will she play castles, rook d8, or a5? All of those moves are great. There's not much she can do wrong here, but if you want to win as quickly as possible, then trading off those pieces will do the job. Queen e7, perfectly fine. Connecting the rooks, why not? Really important. And in the endgame, first of all, in the endgame, it's totally fine to put your king in the center. You want to have your king as active as possible. And in this situation, you're up so much on material, doesn't even matter if you castle or not. Unless you get mated. You can get mated, but you can't. As you can see, there's no way you can get checkmated here. g4. Yeah. This game should be ending soon, but yeah, it's always difficult, you know, to convert this to a win, you know? Like, you're up so much material, but the next step is to actually win the game. And that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. It looks easy and simple, but your opponent is just not gonna make it easy for you, you know? And especially the more pieces that are on the board, the harder it is. So that's why you need to simplify it and, you know, make it easy for yourself. Okay, takes. Now, you want to have the queen on d1. If you can put the queen on d1, it's checkmate. So a sneaky way of like bring your queen there, I would say, is queen c4, queen f1, queen d1. But that's so unusual. Queen f5, attacking the pawn. Excellent. Excellent. Thanks for the cheer, Polko. How are you doing? f4. Oh, this is inviting something called en passant. This is inviting en passant. Does Stepharina know about en passant? Oh, she didn't play it. But here, you can play the move e takes f3. E takes f3. It opens up the check. It allows a check, and you take this pawn. You take this pawn, and you can queen really, really quickly. But Stepharina played queen g4. But this is threatening the checkmate. Oh, checkmate on the board. Does she see it? Does she see it? Oh, queen takes h4. Oh, she did not. It's a hard checkmate to see. Like, it's so sneaky. Yeah, that was the first checkmate threat of the game. Smashing I thanks for 150 bits. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Queen f2 can be 3. So now the king is escaping, but obviously you can just push the pawn, get another queen to checkmate easier. Thanks for the cheer, comment B word. Thank you. How's it going? Great to see y'all. Great to see y'all in the chat, guys. Welcome, welcome. h4. Okay, she's gonna get a queen soon. Yes, Stepharina played this perfectly. She played this really, really well. And you know what I'm really proud of Stepharina is that she fixed her time trouble problems. Remember last week she was struggling so much. Like, she deserved to win last week because like in every single game she was winning. But the time was her biggest enemy. And she overcome this problem just in a week. She has overcome this problem just in a week, and look at her. She's up on time at this point. She's up on time and she's like keeping up that speed. Really, really good. You know, she realized her problem. I gave her a little bit of advice, and here you are. Here we are. c4. Oh, is she gonna get the knight? Queen f1. Queen f1 check. Eyeing on that knight. Will she take it? No, we I noticed like that this was her struggle, and I said it on stream, like during the broadcast, during the interview. It was during the interview, and I said I gave like advice on how to deal with time trouble. But I mean, if I have to be honest with you, it's insane how she picked that up so quickly. Like, I mean, for example, I can see anything, but it might not change immediately, you know? Like, it's really hard to adjust, to work on it. And I think that's really, really something that she was able to adjust so quickly. That's really interesting. King b7. We're gonna have a mate soon. How will she do it? Perhaps you have rook d7. This knight is just so annoying, like it restricts you from checkmating quickly. But yeah, there should be checkmate soon, guys. You ace the 4.7% pass rate puzzle, then fail the 70% puzzle right after. Oh, that happens. That happens. But I'm really proud of you for acing that 4.7% pass rate puzzle. That's really, really good. Nice job. It's your third time here. Awesome. Awesome. Great to have you here. Knight c7. Now rook d7 would seal the deal very quickly. But you can also just go for another queen. Queen b4 check! Oh no! Will Nukella see? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Nukella missed the pawn capture! Nukella missed that the queen was hanging and now it will be checkmate. There are a couple of checkmates over here. This is a checkmate too. There are a couple of checkmates here. Oh my gosh. I really noticed that like those pawn captures are really hard to see for the players. Remember we saw that the both knights were hanging on b4 and c4. Same thing going on right here. The pawn, they don't see that the pawn can take sideways. They do know about it, obviously, they know. But they forget about it. And Queen b6 checkmate. Congratulations, Stepharina! Winning the first game very convincingly, wow. Okay, let's go, let's go. If you want to have the link to the game, it's right here. The game has started. Let me change. Let me flip the board. E4, d5. Oh, we have the Scandinavian on the board. Okay, takes, knight c3, queen a5. Awesome, awesome. We have the Scandinavian. That's not my favorite opening, but can be really, really good tool to use, you know? Yeah, it looks so strange to me, but I was like, that's not what I wanted it to be. I'm probably better off just doing a colon and then like the bracket. Like the smile face. I think it's much better. Blue, but maybe we should make a petition to change it to my smile emote. You think that will work? Okay, we see knight f3, knight f6, bishop c4, a6. So once again, it is really remarkable how Stepharina is able to just develop her pieces in such great ways. Like she has probably no idea about the openings. She has probably no idea what's going on. She's seeing that like this weird d5 move, queen went to a5, like what is happening, you know? But she's just following the opening principles, and it's crazy. It's crazy how well aware she is of this. So I'm not sure about a6 is probably a line, but usually what I know is about a Scandinavian, you want to play c6 so you can go back with your queen or to d8 or to c7 and just hide there. It's like your hiding spot. I'm not sure about a6, but it looks fine. d4, b5, bishop d3. Okay. So now black will be able to develop the bishop to b7. So far, there's not really danger to the queen right there, but I would prefer to see c6. It is much safer for the queen, but maybe the queen is fine on b6. Maybe it's fine with the setup of a6, b5, and queen b6. I think that's fine. Okay, castles. b4. No, so now you should be able to play knight e4, and if bishop takes e4, you're attacking the rook right there, and it might be a little bit scary for black. Oh no, oh no. Is it going and what's happening in the chat? What's happening? Wait, did Bluebo interrupt your emote attempt? Bluebo interrupt you there? Because on my screen it looks fine. She plays knight e4. Wow. Well done. I want to say great job and well done at the same time. Bishop e7. Really good move. Defending the knight. So if white decides to take, bishop takes f6 and the bishop is perfectly well placed. Nice move. Both players can play really well in this opening. I have nothing to say really. Nothing to say. Bishop e3. Great developing move. It's so typical of Stepharina that she's like developing her pieces, you know, like this, and her knight was here, it had to go here, but it's so typical. Really wonder what she has done. Like, you know, she could like teach so many people about this because there's so many people that like have no idea how to develop properly. And like in every single opening that she's played against, there's no way that she knows Scandinavian. If she does, that's crazy, but I don't think she knows about it. But she still manages to put her pieces in such a way that it's like perfectly placed. It's really, really remarkable, and I think that's really, really good. This is the Dragon Masters chess tournament. 8 amazing streamers fighting against each other for the first prize. Knowing Steph, she probably knows all the openings by now. Oh my goodness, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. It's getting a little bit dark over here. Let me turn on the light. It's really, really gray outside. Maybe that's why. Let me turn on the light. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Oh my goodness, c5. Okay, what's happening? 94. No, bishop e7. Oh, the bishop went to g5. Okay, the problem is that you wasted a move. You went to e3 and then to g5. But it makes sense. You want to activate your bishop a little bit more. But I'm wondering if there was some capture here. I guess there was not a capture because after knight takes, bishop takes, the rook is under attack. So you won't be able to take that bishop right here. But instead she plays c5. c5, pawn takes, knight takes. Wow. Both players are playing super, super well. Very, very good chess right here. Queen d2. Ooh, I think that loses the knight over here. I think that loses the knight because the knight is attacked twice. And it's only once defended. So now it's time for Nukella to get rid of that knight and be a piece up. I don't see how Stepharina can counter this. I'm not too sure. Ooh. She takes the knight. Knight takes e4. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. So this is getting really scary actually, because if she takes, knight takes e4, then the bishop will also be under attack as well as the queen. Like it will be a fork. And if you visualize that this knight is gone, this bishop is gone, then you see that the bishop will be attacked 3 times on g5. Bishop takes, knight takes, and the queen is also looking right there. Whereas white is only defending it twice. So that means there will be another piece hanging. There's nothing you can do about it. Queen e2. She plays queen e2. She doesn't trade. Wow. The only problem is like it's a great move, but it drops the bishop right away. If only she would have played it to e3 so that she keeps defending the bishop and Nukella just, you know, snatches the bishop right there. Just takes that bishop, gets rid of it, and is up 2 pieces. Wow. We might see a third game, guys. We might see another game. We might see another game, guys. Rook d1. Stepharina definitely has some chances to come back from this. Her pieces are very active. They're could be some sort of tricks somewhere, but if Nukella is really careful, then she should be able to win this. She should be able to. Knight takes f3, queen takes f3. So now the rook is under attack. Will Nukella spot that? Will she spot that the rook is hanging in the corner? Once again, let me remind you that both players are having a great time management. They are both around 7 minutes on the clock, and we're like at move 16. We're around move 16 right now, and they're doing really well regarding their times. It's really impressive. Yeah, it's really impressive. And oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Nukella castled. I was really afraid of that. I was really afraid of the castle because it's so tempting. And Stepharina takes on 8-8 right away. That is crazy. That is madness. Now, the material count is that Stepharina has a rook for the 2 minor pieces right there. Now, it is still winning for black, but it's really difficult at this point. It's really, really difficult. This can go anywhere. Bishop c5. Knight d5 would indeed be really good. You should be able to escape with the queen, you know, but it's definitely not easy. Bishop c5 has been played. The safest now would be for Stepharina to simply retreat with the queen, make sure that it's safe. Queen c6 is also fine, but it might be a little bit scary. Rook e1. Okay, perfectly fine move. You gotta be careful of the f2 pawn though. For example, Nukella can play knight g4 now, and then f2 will be in danger. Or even queen b6. Oh, I think queen b6 is actually really good move. Let me go back to that move, because queen b6, threatening to take that pawn on f2, and at the same time, you know what they're threatening as well after queen b6? Bishop b7. And the queen is suddenly trapped. So queen b6 would be a really sneaky move. Really sneaky move. The only move that white has there is queen f3, but it's really hard to spot. Instead, Nukella played knight g4, perfectly fine move, threatening to take on f2 with the knight or the bishop. And it's really hard to defend it, actually. Not easy to defend. I think the best move that she has here is to defend the pawn with one of the rooks. You know, rook e2, rook d2, or rook f1. I would personally prefer rook e2. Ooh, queen f3. The problem with queen f3 is it's not a good defender of that pawn. It's not a good defender, because now after bishop takes, you are in check, and you obviously don't want to take with the queen. You will lose the queen. So after bishop takes f2, king h1, you will lose the rook right there. You will lose the exchange. And I think actually knight takes f2 might even be better, guys. Knight takes f2 might even be better. It's really hard to tell. Like, both moves are perfectly fine. After knight takes f2, you're threatening to take on d1 and on d3 with check, because you open up the bishop towards the king. Bishop takes f2 has been played, and looks like Stepharina is losing the exchange. So, for example, if king h1, bishop takes e1, rook takes e1, now Nukella will be up a piece. Oh, king f1! This drops knight takes h2 check! Ooh, will Nukella see knight takes h2 check, winning the queen? Will she see that? Will she see that? Knight takes h2. She spot knight takes h2 right there. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable because it's so tempting to take the rook right there. It's so tempting to take that rook. And instead, she's ignoring the rook on e1. Instead, she goes for knight takes h2 check because she sees that she can take the queen right there. Wow. That is really, really impressive. Knight takes f3. This is madness. King takes. So now it's basically a queen against the rook. Stepharina still has some chances to come back from this, but it's getting much, much tougher than before. Yeah. I think the best chance she has is to play rook h1, attack the pawn on h7. But obviously, it's really easy to defend that. Like, you can hope that Nukella misses it. But you can simply play a move like h6 and it will all be over. Queen takes a2, just taking that pawn on a2. The other pawn is also hanging. This should be very, very doable for Nukella. b3, trapping the queen. Gotta be careful. You can still play queen b2, but it's not that easy. Bishop b7, checking the king right there. So now the king has to go back. Bishop e4. Ooh. The problem is that you don't want to trade off pieces when you're down material. The bishop would have been very, very useful towards that pawn on h7, you know? And you could have gotten some crazy tricks. Imagine if king f2 was played and like rook d8 was played. There would have been bishop takes h7 moves right there. It's not like winning or something, but you're creating chances for yourself. Bishop e4, bishop takes, and I think Nukella is gonna take home this win. I think she's gonna get this win. Unless she blunders the queen. She really needs to be careful of her queen. Queen takes c2. Now this rook is under attack. This pawn on b3 is under attack. It's really hard to defend this position. Queen takes b3. Rook d4 was a really good move to try to defend the rook right there. You could try something like rook d8. But I don't think Nukella will take that one. First need to cover the check. Rook d3, great stuff. That's a really, really good move. Now, next move, she can try to do this, but I don't think that Nukella is gonna take that. But you can always try. You have to try. She goes for it, okay. Now, Nukella should not take that rook. The rook is poisoned. Just do any other move besides taking that rook. h6, now, that's the best move. There's no better move than h6 in that position, honestly. It stops all sorts of checkmates right away. Well, guys, I think we're gonna see third game. It would be insane if that ends in a draw. I highly doubt it will end in a draw. But if it ends in a draw, then we will have the tiebreak, the blitz tiebreak. That would be crazy. Stepharina's taking her time. Yeah, it's really difficult to come up with something right now. Really difficult. King e3. Yeah, you just gotta survive as much as you can and hope for the flag, but I don't think Nukella is gonna flag here. There's a really small chance here. Really small chance. It's almost impossible. Okay. Rook d2. Trying to defend. Trying to hold the position, you know? I love the plushie that Stepharina is holding. It looks really cute. It looks really cute. I also want something like that, you know? It's so cute. Like, I'm seeing these streamers, like, their streams and their layouts. I'm like, I want that too. I want this. I want that. Like, I'm like getting so much inspiration from them. You think it's a fish? You know what I was thinking? You remember the oh, I don't remember the name, but the dog that Anna Rudolph is like talking about. What? What is happening? Queen C2. Queen C2. Oh my god. Queen C2 drops the queen. Oh my god. Stepharina played King D2. The rook was undefended. Nukella could take that rook for free. And then take the other one and then promote and then win easily. But guys, you're not gonna believe what just happened. Queen C2, King E1. No. B1, queen, rook takes, queen takes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a huge not like this. A huge not like this. They trust each other so much. It's crazy. They trust each other a little too much. Oh. It's hilarious how it's going, you know, like back and forth. Like in one move, everything happened. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was talking about yeast can. Yeast can. It looks very similar to that, right? Oh, Stepharina realized it too late. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, everything happens here. There's a checkmate on the board. Really cute one, because the rook is covering all the squares on the third rank. And with queen f5, you're covering the other squares, basically. Queen f1, okay, perfectly fine. You're so proud of you taught Nukella how to play the bonus gambit decline. Nice job there. Oh, I'm Christian Seal. Thanks for the raid with part of 24 people. Thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Dragon Masters chess tournament. Welcome. We are I'm hosting this tournament. It's organized by DaveJ974, and we have 8 amazing streamers that are battling against each other in a chess tournament. And the winner of this tournament wins a prize of 50,000 bits. I hope you're gonna have it. I misspoke there. I hope you're gonna enjoy it over here. I hope you're gonna have a great time over here. And yeah, you just missed out on a huge moment, because in this moment there was Queen C2 played, and Stepharina did not take this queen. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Queen c5, king d7, queen takes d4. Alright, there's only a pawn left. If that pawn was gone, there were stalemate ideas, but now it's gonna be really difficult to spot to get into stalemate. Rook c7, and next move, it's mate on d7. Thank you, Christian! Have a great day! Thank you so much for the raid once again. Thank you! And it's checkmate. Wow, this was a roller coaster. This was a roller coaster, guys. We are advancing to game 3 in a little bit. Oh, they started game 3 already. They started game 3 already, guys. We will see another London. We'll see another. Let me see how I can save this. Oh my god. Oh, look how cute. And it's so cheap. So cheap. I actually have a voucher in oh, there's okay, no, I like this the main color. I like the color that that Steph has. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Okay, let's focus on the game. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I really can't have many tabs open. I have 2 streams open. I have my stream open. It's a big mess. Like any tab that I have open additionally, it will only like make my computer lag more. It's crazy, but yeah. It's hard to handle like 2 streams. 3 actually. Really hard. As well as like the camera. Like I also have Zoom open. I think that's the biggest problem, that I also have Zoom open. Oh my goodness!
Great event. Super fun. Amazing work and best wishes, Anna-Maja.
Oh, let me see. Okay, wait, let me open stream labels. I could not see that really well. It's not really well visible on the stream. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty hidden. I was actually gonna turn off the alert, but I forgot to do that, and then I was like, it's fine. Rakash, just thank you so much for a 10 € donation. Great event, super fun, amazing work, and best wishes. Anna-Maja, thank you so much, Rakash. Thank you. It's really, really sweet of you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. Alright, we see bishop f4, d6, knight f3, g6. Stepharina is changing it up. e3, bishop f5, c3, bishop g7, knight bd2. Castles, bishop c4. Wow! Wow, we're actually in a really, really normal position. Like, this is actually an opening, guys. This is actually an opening. Wow, it's really impressive. Let me VIP Rakash. He deserves it. Rook e8. Wow. We're seeing some high level chess here. Okay, knight g5. It's attacking the pawn on f7. So I think the best move here is d5, honestly. You could also go back, but obviously we don't want that. No, I mean, the thing is, they're not familiar with these positions. We're not really familiar with this. I mean, it's another thing to prepare it, but if you're just playing some moves, it's really hard to like stick to opening theory. But they're actually in theory. Oh my goodness. e6, d5, e5. Wow. So now this bishop is closed. It will never be able to attack that pawn on f7, whereas black managed to put their pawn on e5 without having to worry about en passant, because right now it doesn't work. The pawn moved to e6 and then to e5, so that means that there's no en passant possible anymore. e5 attacking the bishop. The bishop is almost trapped, not yet, but so what I'm saying, you want to play h3 in order to be able to play bishop h2 if needed. Bishop g3 is played. It would be nice if you could move this knight and attack the knight with the queen. So for example, you could play knight h5 right now. It's not the great move. Like, I was gonna take here, but that's not gonna be very helpful, as after bishop takes d5, queen takes g5, you drop the rook on a8, bishop takes b7, and your rook is under attack and it's trapped. So that's a little bit of a complicated line, and it's not working. So she could prepare it by playing knight bd7. That would also be a great move. Mio. Oh, I saw this clip the other day. It was hilarious. Knight b7, she just plays it. Wow, she just plays that. And it's also preparing a move like Knight b6, you know, putting pressure on that pawn. It will be twice attacked that way, and you're also attacking that bishop. It's not like hanging, but obviously it would be great if you can get rid of it. I don't make TikTok videos. No, I don't have a TikTok account. I think it would be very awkward. I'm not like... I don't see myself being a TikToker. Bishop b5 has been played, not allowing the knight to move, but the pawn is hanging. Exactly. She rightfully takes that pawn. I have to be honest with you. There is a threat right there, e4, but the knight is hanging. But, oh my goodness. Okay, so a lot of things are hanging right there. So if you play e4, you lose the knight, but then you can take that bishop. Takes. And then the knight will be hanging. It's a little bit complicated, not that easy. But she takes on d7 right away. And it's actually tricky, because if she takes with the queen, here's e4. There is e4, and the knight will not be attacked anymore. The knight is not attacked anymore. So e4, forking the knight and the bishop. You can still play bishop g4, but then you face f3, and your bishop is under attack once again. She might actually be able to get out of this. Bishop g4, f3, knight e3. Attacking the queen, attacking the pawn. And if the queen moves to e2, you can just play knight c2. She plays bishop e6. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, now the knight is simply hanging. Wow. They're playing really good chess right here, honestly. They're playing really, really well. Bishop takes d5. They're seeing almost everything. If Nukella played bishop takes d7 with this purpose, that's impressive. Yeah, exactly. That would be huge, yeah. It's great to see how much they both improve within a week. I know, right? It's really, really impressive. Like, obviously, I was not really able to coach the participants. It would be really difficult to coach all of them. And if I only coach one or a few, then it would be unfair. So yeah, they did not have any coaching, at least not from me. I'm not sure if they had coaching from other chess streamers, but I don't think they did. But yeah, on their own, basically, they were able to improve so much. Nukella does have a coach, which is great. But yeah, it's still impressive. It's still impressive how much they improved just in a week. e4, knight takes e4. Oh, this is a really, really big bait right there. e4, knight takes e4, and now the knight is attacked twice. Bishop takes, rook takes. So if bishop takes, knight takes, you can take with the rook, and you just win a piece, and now it's equal again. It's equal in material. Actually, black is a pawn up because of this trade. Wow. That's crazy. We're coming back in a position like that grandmasters will be playing. Knight takes e4, rook takes e4, and wow. This could be a position in like so many high level games. It's super, super tense. Skirls asking their real questions here. Rook takes e4, rook e1, trading the rooks. Oh my goodness. Are we actually gonna see a draw here? That would be madness. Because then we will switch to the blitz portion, the 3+2 part of the match, and that will be madness. If I had more time, I would, Skirls, but I don't think I'm able to do it. You'd love to see blitz ones. Me too, honestly. That would be insane, yeah. Rook E8. Wow. Look at that! She is just stacking her rooks on the E file. Oh my god. That's insane. That's insane. Rook E1, Rook AE8. By this move, like if Rook takes, and you are controlling the E file. Oh my goodness. Wow. We are seeing some really good chess right here. And it feels so symmetrical, you know, it's crazy. Imagine if this bishop was on G2 and the pawn and bishop would be swapped, you know? Then we would almost have a symmetrical position. Oh no! Oh no, I spoke too soon! Queen D3! It drops the rook and it literally, you lose all your pieces immediately. Rook takes E1, rook takes E1, rook takes E1. And the only move you have is Queen F1. Ah, it was going so well. It was going so well. But Queen D3 and the position collapsed. Will Stepharina take on E1? She must see this. She must see this. There's no way she won't see this as she stacked the rooks on the E file. She's looking right at the rook on E1. The rook is pinned to the G6 spot. She takes it. Wow. You see that position puzzles? Nice. Wow, this is insane. Yeah, just one move can really ruin your game. That's why, like, for example, they compared with football. If like your opponent scores a goal, you can still recover from it. You can still like get 2 goals with your team. But in chess, if you make one mistake, it's really, really difficult to come back from that. Really difficult. But you know, at this, like, honestly, like I was gonna say at this level anything can happen, but still at the higher levels, huge blunders happen. Anything can happen, but it's just less likely. Is it better to play Queen F1? Yep, for sure, for sure. It's better to play Queen F1, but yeah, it's really hard to play that, honestly. Just a delayed trade. Yeah, true. True. Wow, Queen B5. And she's gonna snatch those pawns right there. Wow. This match has been a huge roller coaster. And it's crazy that the black pieces have won every single game. That's quite impressive. Queen takes B2. H3 escape square becomes a very important lesson. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that Nukella did that in the first game. In the second game as well. But the third game, it did not happen. And this is what happened, basically. Now it's too late. She did play it anyway, but yeah, now it's too late. She is avoiding the checkmate. There was a checkmate right there, but it's already too late. Imagine this: piece down is 3 players, got red card. Checkmate, all red cards. That's hilarious, yeah. Queen takes A2. She's just getting those pawns, and she might consider pushing one of the pawns soon. Probably this one. She would also offer a trade. Everything works here, really. She takes that pawn. Maybe she's gonna attack the pawn on f2, bishop d4, taking that pawn on f2. Once again, I can't stress this enough, but look at Stepharina's time. 5 minutes! We are on move 26 and she is on 5 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but last week we had a match of Stepharina against Gabs, and she, both players struggled with their times. Their clock was their biggest enemy, and they were struggling a lot. They were super low on time early on in the game. And now Stepharina simply recovered from this. She recovered super well from this. She's playing all natural moves and quickly. Let me see 1 second. I mean, basically, her quickest move, like, in the previous match, her quickest moves were her slowest moves right now, which is really crazy. Which is absolutely insane to me. Like, she is able to move in a few seconds, like 2-3 seconds, which is crazy. She really needs that speed. Like, in last match, she was struggling to have that speed to get the increment and then have, like, a decent game, you know? But now she's killing it. That'll be an interesting question for the interview. No, we're not gonna ask that. There might be a stalemate. I doubt there's gonna be a stalemate, but anything might happen. Three. She's just going for that queen and checkmating soon, I guess. And then, like, some checks right here. Too many pawns. Yup. She just takes that pawn. Oh, she pushes the pawn. Okay, interesting. She's not taking it back. B2. King H3. There's a checkmate. Almost. Not yet, but Queen H1 would have been funny. King G3 and Bishop E1, but there's Bishop F2. But it would have been really cute. She promotes the pawn to the queen, and there should be checkmate soon. The next match will start after this match, yeah. King G3. Aww. I think she's trying to find, like, a checkmate pattern, because you can't really give check. Yeah, you have a check right here. I'm pretty sure she wanted to play something like Queen G1, but then she loses the queen. So yeah, it's not easy to find a checkmate pattern here, you know. And I think she's also really afraid of, like, stalemate. Queen D1 check. Good job. King E4. Where's the checkmate? I think this is checkmate already. Queen B1 is checkmate. Will she see Queen B1? The king doesn't have any... It only has King F5 move. So after Queen B1, it's this checkmate. Will she see queen b1? It's not too bad if she misses it. Like, it's really, really difficult. Queen c2 instead. Oh. She spots the check, but she had to move with the other queen. Okay, now you have queen d1. The other queen. She needs to bring the other queen into the game. Queen d1. There you go. Wow. Stepharina. Great job. Congratulations to Stepharina, guys. Stepharina is advancing to the finals. Wow. With a score of 2-1. GG's. Wow. This match was a roller coaster, guys. This was huge. Both played so well. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing chess. I'm proud of both of them. They played really, really good chess.